live. He chose it for us to live. At this time, we have our mayor for some brief comments. Then we'll ask Ronnie Beale from a Macon County Commissioner. Then our Senator Jim Davis. They will have comments.
I just want to say how proud I am for the town of Franklin to have such a event today. And I want to welcome all of you. And for those of you from out of town, I want to apologize for the weather. So, welcome.
Good morning. It's my pleasure to represent the Board of County Commissioners, not only Commissioner Shields, but all the Board of County Commissioners, but more especially all the folks of Macon County. Every Maconian thanks you for your service in the Vietnam War, and we have just a few brief comments. The definition of an anniversary is a time of a special remembrance of an occasion which occurred on a special day, a special year, or a special time. Today we gather for all of these reasons. We celebrate the end of the Vietnam War, but it's much more than just a date or the end of an event. It is an anniversary to thank and honor all of our Vietnam War veterans for their service and sacrifice. So on behalf of our county and our community, but we also want to honor and thank the families of all Vietnam veterans. As a Vietnam veteran, you fought for our country in a war like no other. The average age of American soldier in Vietnam was 21. Many of you here today was there when you were much younger. I know that for a fact. 1 in every 10 soldiers serving in Vietnam, not necessarily in combat, was either injured or gave the supreme sacrifice. This is what's amazing about Vietnam. In an average year, the combat soldiers saw 240 days of combat every year in Vietnam. To put that in perspective, in World War II, the average combat soldier saw 40 days in 4 years. Did everybody understand that? 240 days a year. A lot of these men you see standing here today were in combat in 1 year. Never before, never again has that ever happened. So it is a special veteran. All veterans are very special. But the Vietnam veteran has done things to serve their country that no other. And those numbers alone should really enhance our respect and honor for the people you see here today who fought for our country in the Vietnam War. This anniversary also serves as a time to remember the over 58,000 who did give the supreme sacrifice for our country. Many of those from Macon County and surrounding counties you see depicted by the white crosses. You talk about Soldier Cave and the beautiful anthem that Dwayne gave. Just one example. So, on behalf of all Maconians, and certainly myself, all we can do is say thank you and thank you. We will never forget. If this county can ever do anything for you or your families, I'll assure you we'll do everything in our power to make that happen. So congratulations on your anniversary. We cannot thank you enough, and we will never, ever forget. Thank you.
Good morning. I presume that this weather, this temperature this morning reminds no one of Vietnam. Those of you who know me know that I'm a proud son of a World War II Korean Vietnam vet. My dad made a career out of the Air Force after spending World War II in the Navy. So I grew up with a deep sense of gratitude for those who serve, all the men and women. And I want to again thank you. Rick, thanks for the honor to be here today. And I've made it a lifelong pledge to make sure that I can never pass up a veteran. Thank you for wearing the hats and the jackets that indicate that you served regardless of what war. because it gives people like me an opportunity to thank you for your service. I have a special feeling in my heart for Vietnam vets because you fought at a time when the war was not politically acceptable to many Americans. The irony is that you were fighting for the freedoms that those people were exercising in talking about their objection to the war. But your service is no less valuable to all of us Americans. Next month, in 3 weeks from today, actually, I'll be in Virginia at a high school reunion, my 50th anniversary. We lost one of our classmates out of 125. We lost one. He died in Vietnam. He was a non-combatant. He was 1AO, and he died giving aid to one of the combatants on the field of battle. So we will honor him there and all the other ones as well. But again, thank you for being here. Thank you for allowing me to be here. And thank you for your service. We will never forget.